The following is a paid presentation on News Talk 580 CFRA.
Ask questions.
Get answers.
This is Experts on Call
On News Talk 580 CFRA.
Over the past few months, we've welcomed some of the best kitchen and bath reno designers in the Ottawa area to share their knowledge and to talk about the leadership and quality of products and service from Laurysen Kitchens. Dave Watts with you once again, and with fall renos well underway, perhaps in your home as we speak or in the planning stages, we have a great hour ahead. And I'm pleased to welcome the Vice President of Sales and Service with Laurysen Kitchens, Corey Laurysen. Good afternoon, Corey.
Good afternoon, Dave, and happy to be here.
Oh, it's great to chat with you. Your design team, Corey, is really second to none. The quality and overall Laurysen customer satisfaction is certainly first rate. Let's start off with a word on your design team, then get into the Laurysen story. And it's really about getting it right year after year.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. We have an incredible design team at Laurysen Kitchens. Everyone is super, super talented when it comes to kitchen design, and not just kitchens, bathrooms, closets, wall units, mudrooms, laundry rooms. The team and their knowledge in the kitchen industry is second to none. We do an extensive training program to get our designers trained up even prior to selling to the customer. So a lot goes into it, and we are very proud of the team that we have. We have a couple accredited designers with NKBA accreditations, which is the National Kitchen and Bath Association. So you don't get those accreditations by just going to school. You have to be putting in the hours in the industry to even be considered for these accreditations. So we are one of very few have two actual master certified kitchen and bath designers on our team as well. So it just goes to show that we're constantly striving to educate ourselves and to provide the best quality service for our customers in the end.
Well, there's been thousands of customers, happy customers over the years. The Laurysen story is rather unique, and it's a family-run business. Let's talk about the history of Laurysen Kitchens.
Yeah, we've been in the Ottawa area since 1970. I am third generation Laurysen, started by my grandfather and my grandmother, John and Audrey Laurysen. We are located on Carp Road, but we originally started in a barn, essentially. And then eventually moved over to our current location. We had a major fire in 1987 where we completely burnt down our manufacturing facility, and the community really stepped up. We had a lot of neighbors, friends, and we were basically back on our feet producing kitchens within a month to meet our clients' needs. From there, we rebuilt to our current facility that is 55,000 square feet located on Carp Road. And our showroom is my grandparents' old house, so it's been converted. It's a true family experience when you come to Laurysen. Even my aunt, her office is her old bedroom, which is crazy. But we've sold a lot of kitchens out of this showroom, and we've made it work. But we're very excited for the future of Laurysen Kitchens, and obviously we can touch on that more. Absolutely.
Now, Corey, Laurysen has a solid dealer network right across Ontario. How can those listening here on CFRA and perhaps others via CFRA.com locate a dealer retailer in their area?
Yeah, that's a great question. We have tons of, I'm going to say close to 45 dealers across Ontario, as far north as Temiskaming and as far south as Windsor. So the best way to find if there's a dealer in your area is to go on our website, www.laurysenkitchens.com, and we have a dealer locator where you can simply type in your postal code and it'll show you the dealers in your area and actually give you a distance of how far you're away from the dealer's actual location.
Oh, that's great. Now, Laurysen has expansion plans, so we've talked about this in the past, even beyond the province, including into the U.S. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we're constantly looking to grow our business, but again, without forgetting our core business, which is the customer in the end. We are looking, and we've actually just got a new dealer in northern Michigan. We're looking upper New York State. So we're slowly trying to grow that U.S. market, and just again provide high quality cabinets to our friends south of the border.
Now, I understand locally here the Laurysen expansion includes a new manufacturing company headquarters facility in Carleton Place. Can you bring us up to date on that at this time?
Yeah, I can. So we're planning to probably looking like we're going to be opening at the end of this year to early next year on the Carleton Place facility. There's going to be a small showroom. Attached to that is going to be our 100,000 square foot new manufacturing facility. So we have just filled it up with the state-of-the-art equipment, all new equipment, finishing equipment as well. So I don't think there's going to be a kitchen company like it in Ottawa or Eastern Ontario or even Ontario for the sake of it once it's all said and done. So it's very, very exciting for us. The town of Carleton Place is super excited for us opening our doors there. They've been more than welcoming and very accommodating, and they just want to get us there. So the latest update is we just got our transformer from Hydro, and we can start powering up the machines. So we're very, very excited for that as well.
Oh, that's terrific. Now, let's take a look at growth in the Ottawa area as well. You've got a new design and experience center on Colonnade Road coming up real soon, too. Can you give us an update on that?
Yes, I can. Yeah, that's so for most of our Ottawa clients that didn't really want to go out to Carleton Place to drive there to see a showroom, we decided to open up a design experience center, Centertown, Ottawa, located on Colonnade Road. This is going to be top-notch showroom location. I believe it's going to be showcasing 14, 15 kitchens, one being a functional kitchen. So we can do cooking demonstrations and really people get to touch and feel and interact with our cabinetry. State-of-the-art lighting involved in our cabinets, all the accessories, bells and whistles that our current showroom is very limited in showing due to space. This place is going to have it all. So it's going to be an awesome experience for the customer from the first minute they walk in our front door.
I guess so. Now, do you have a projected opening date?
Again, it's just construction, so we're just experiencing some delays here and there. The kitchen displays are currently going in, so we're probably going to start moving some of our staff over there. I would estimate closer to the end of November, but we're probably going to open up to the public probably the early into the new year.
Looking forward to it. Going to take a quick break on News Talk 580 CFRA's Experts on Call. Corey Laurysen is our guest this time around, and he's the Vice President of Sales and Service with Laurysen Kitchens. We're going to get into more detail how Laurysen kitchen cabinetry can fit real nicely into your home when we come back on Experts on Call on News Talk 580 CFRA.
Ask questions.
Get answers.
This is Experts on Call
On News Talk 580 CFRA.
Ask questions.
Get answers.
This is Experts on Call
On News Talk 580 CFRA.
In conversation with Corey Laurysen, he's the Vice President of Sales and Service with Laurysen Kitchens. Great conversation this hour. Award-winning Laurysen sales and service team. Corey, let's talk about some of the accreditations and awards that have graced Laurysen Kitchens, and certainly for good reason, too.
Yeah, that's a great topic to discuss. We're part of the BBB. We have our Reno Mark. We have numerous NKBA Design Awards, House Awards, and actually this year we're nominated for 13 GOBA, which is the Greater Ottawa Home Builders Association Design Awards, which I think is the most out of any kitchen company by far, which is a testament to not only our team, but our customers as well. So no, we're very, very proud of it. We're excited for the GOBA Gala coming up at the end of the month, early November. So hopefully we take home some hardware there.
Now, you've got a couple of other programs that you're involved with, certification program, CKCA. Let's talk about that. You touched on that at the end of the break in our conversation, but let's bring listeners up to date on CKCA. What is that?
Yeah, the CKCA is the Canadian Kitchen Cabinet Association. Yes, there is a governing body that, so all manufacturers, or most manufacturers, we try to get them to join the Canadian Kitchen Cabinet Association. So we're very, very proud to be a certified member of the CKCA. So that means our cabinets have gone through rigorous testing and has met the quality standards expected from a Canadian kitchen cabinet manufacturer. The reason we decided to get this certification, it is probably because we need to defend ourselves against other countries dumping product here that's not certified by the Canadian Kitchen Cabinet Association. So we are very, very proud of this. It means our finish is certified, our box construction certified, our materials are locally sourced, environmentally conscious, you name it. There's a lot that goes into this certification. Testing, they basically try everything they can to pull our box apart. So it has to meet certain criteria. So we're very, very proud of that. So again, I just like to educate the customers that if you are looking for cabinetry in the future, and maybe it's not through Laurysen, that you should be looking for a CKCA certified member so that you know that you're getting a high quality product that's made in Canada.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about Chio's Dream of a Lifetime. You folks have been involved with the Dream of a Lifetime brand new home promotion for a number of years. And the new home has just been released this fall. And again, Laurysen is right in there with all kinds of great inclusions. Let's talk about your involvement with the Chio Dream of a Lifetime home.
The Chio home this year is just spectacular. Tanner Vine, along with our designer Weil Baker, have just created absolute magic in this home. I do highly recommend that if you're able to, take the time, drive out to Manotick, and go see the home for yourself. We are very, very proud to work with Minto and the Chio team on these homes. We know the money that's raised stays in our community and goes to the Chio Hospital, which we know has impacted countless lives in the Ottawa area and around Ontario. So it is something that we're very, very passionate about. And it's also a great way for us to showcase what Laurysen can do and how special we are. So I think it is something that I do really recommend people go see, touch, feel. It's like a beautiful showroom. Like, it shows off Minto, it shows off Laurysen, it shows off all the other trades that are involved in the Chio home itself. And you can really get an idea of some very, very talented companies throughout Ottawa as well.
Now, in addition to Chio, Corey, Laurysen Kitchens is involved in the community and charity work. Maybe we could take a look at some of the other things that you're involved in at this point.
Oh yeah, we try to be as much in the community as we can, sponsoring hockey teams, donations where we can. The list is endless for the amount we try to do and get involved in the community. There's Ottawa, it's we donate to the food bank, and there's countless things that we do. So we just try to really, really stay connected with our community through community sponsorship.
Now, why choosing Laurysen for all kitchen, bath, and closet solutions is the best option? Let's talk about the Laurysen Edge.
Yeah, I think just knowing that the Laurysen Edge is essentially that. Just knowing that we have over 70 design awards, there's 3 generations of family that are involved in this company that have started from its infancy to where we are now. The certifications, the CKCA certifications, the accreditations, the various product offering that we have, from super, super high end to very, very budget conscious. We can do it all. So I think that just gives us an edge over the competition, where some people are kind of pigeonholed into this is their category. We can meet all any customer request essentially.
All right. Now, the showroom at 2415 Carp Road is wide open, always a great destination. But to those perhaps who have never stepped inside, what can visitors expect to see when walking into the Laurysen Kitchens showroom?
Yeah, so pulling up the driveway, they'll essentially see the large manufacturing facility. So it's pretty cool that it's not everywhere you go you're like, oh, I can actually see where my kitchen's being made. So the moment you walk in the front door, you're greeted by we have two amazing receptionists. So you're going to be greeted by a friendly smile, cup of coffee, drink of water, whatever you need. From there, you'll be taken around the showroom. We have designers that are on hand that can show you around, ask any questions you may have, or answer any questions you may have. Apologies. So it's they can see the countless doors that we offer, the solid surface countertop selection, sinks, you name it. If you're coming in, we will help you and we will answer any questions, and hopefully you'll have a beautiful kitchen by the end of it.
Now, when you folks move near the end of the year, perhaps into 2025, will the Carp Road showroom still be open, or will that all move to Carleton Place as well?
So we're going to have the showroom is going to be kind of partially open until we have Colonnade 100% and Carleton Place 100%. So essentially, there's going to be a little bit of a hybrid model right out of the gate, but we're mostly going to be trying to really focus on sending our customers to the Design Experience Center, because that's where they're going to get the wide range of offering that Laurysen can do. All
right, let's talk about some of the trends and issues along the way, maybe trends in general, styles, colors, and materials. Take a look at that.
Yeah, so honestly, I'm not the expert designer, but what I've seen recently is the amount of woods coming back, which is very, very cool and exciting. And surprisingly oak. It's didn't think it was ever going to come back, and you know what? Everything's cyclical, and I'm finding that out every day. So essentially, yeah, we're seeing a lot of tight grain oak, so more rift cut oaks, which is kind of that Scandinavian in natural and kind of muted tones. So we're seeing walnuts. We're just seeing those accents of wood coming back into the home, and people are moving away from the white painted, or doing a mix of having the white but adding these softer elements with wood tones. Maybe your island's wood and your cabinets are painted. So it is nice to see, and hopefully we see more of it, because I think that there's so much beauty in wood.
Corey, there are certainly pros and cons for using paint versus polyester, and I suspect the best option on which one to consider would be to speak with a designer, especially on how it would complement the overall plan.
There is a huge growing market in the polyester. And for customers that do not know what polyester is, it is a 5-piece door that's made from a molding that's fully wrapped with a melamine center panel. The product is super, super durable. There are velour colors that look and touch and feel like paint, but they are not paint. It's not your old thermofoil. It is a level up. There's beauty there, and they have these wood tones as well available. The colors are awesome to mix and match, but it provides that durability that some customers need based on their lifestyle. Paint is beautiful. Our painted finish is top notch, but sometimes if you don't take care of your kitchen, maybe you got young kids at home, the kitchen is the heart of the home, and sometimes a lot of damage could happen because you're working so often in it that maybe you do have young kids. So maybe looking at the polyester kitchen in the velour that looks and touches and feels like paint, maybe that's your better option. I have a young kid at home. I put polyester in my home because I swear by this product. It is amazing. It's and the color offerings growing, the palette's growing. So it's definitely something that people should educate themselves on and come see it.
Absolutely. Now, Corey, coming up right after the break, we're going to talk about the Laurysen process and what you need to get things happening in your home. Corey Laurysen, of course, is the Vice President of Sales and Service at Laurysen Kitchens, our guest this hour. The website, LaurysenKitchens.com. Back in a moment on News Talk 580 CFRA.
Ask questions.
Get answers.
This is Experts on Call
on News Talk 580 CFRA.
Ask questions.
Get answers
This is Experts on Call
on News Talk 580 CFRA.
In conversation with Corey Laurysen, he's the Vice President of Sales and Service with Laurysen Kitchens. And if you're just joining our conversation, good afternoon. Lots of things to talk about in the reno line, getting your kitchen and your bathroom all set up with what you need to function properly. Now, we talked during the break, Corey, about the aging population. Let's talk about that. Why is it so important to bring space planning into the discussion when we're talking about aging in place?
This is something I'm quite passionate about because, like, baby boomers, we're seeing a lot more people downsizing and moving into smaller spaces. But people think you have to really start figuring out the mobility needs of a person still going to aging in place. So what we really, really recommend, our designers are more than capable and experienced to reviewing your kitchen and maybe giving you some suggestions that, hey, maybe tweak this and that, and you can live in your home for another 5, 10, 15 years. So primarily it's looking at doing drawers instead of doors. It's very hard to bend down and look at the very back of a 24-inch deep cabinet. So we recommend doing drawers and everything pulls out to right where you need. Pull downs in the upper cabinets to bring things down to your level. In our showroom, in our new design experience center on Colonnade Road, we are going to have a fully mobility accessible kitchen on display. So customers could come in and see, okay, here are the standards. Here's what I need to be looking for. Maybe I have to go into a wheelchair. So essentially, this is what I need to do to redesign my kitchen to make it work and functioning for new stages of your life. So it is something that I do think a lot of people should really think and plan for, especially on a new renovation, as if they are later in life. Yeah.
Got to talk about the Laurysen process. Corey, we kind of touched on that in the previous segment, but let's get into detail. What is the Laurysen process and how can it benefit the customer?
Well, I think the first place most people start is on our website. We do have a book a consultation, so you can immediately send in what your needs are. Designer can reach out and schedule a time, a dedicated time for you to come in and meet with them, sit down with them. Usually during that first email, they're going to ask for, give me some rough dimensions of the space, maybe something drawn out, nothing major, nothing we're going to hold you to. It's just to give an idea of a sense of the project. That gives the designer a jumping off point for that first meeting when you do come into our showroom and meet with them. We do usually ask for, do you have kind of a little mood board? Most people have some Pinterest photos. I've seen magazine clippings, pages, you name it. And that just really gives the designer somewhere to start. And then from there, you would work closely with the designer on the process. All our design consultations are free up to the point that you want to take your design with you. So if you want to physically leave our showroom with your design, there is a fee for that, but everything before that is all free. So it's great. So there's no harm and no real cost to come in and maybe get some ballpark estimates for what your project is going to cost.
So the best place really to start is via the website, just to check it out and kind of get a sense of where to go from there.
Yeah, essentially the best place to again, I think most people start at the website because we have some amazing photos. They can really see what Laurysen Kitchens can do and offer. But if you're just coming in and you're driving by on a Saturday, come on in. We have designers that have showroom hours that are there to meet walk-in clients. So if you don't go on the website, maybe pick up the phone and just simply talk to our receptionist, and they can book a time with a designer that's working and that's on the showroom during your time that you're going to be planning on coming in.
Now, one of your top designers, one of your designer managers actually a while back has a great line. He says, "We make kitchens that sizzle." We talked about that in a previous show, and I think that's a great expression and a great way to explain the quality that Laurysen puts into every kitchen project.
Yeah, we really try to that was our tagline up to 2010. So it's been it was kind of that tongue in cheek, but it's what we put in. We provide that little extra flair sometimes that some kitchens can just be basically cookie cutter, cookie cutter, cookie cutter. No, we try to really make your kitchen and your experience feel special, and that's where that sizzle is.
Okay, that's terrific. Now that sizzle filters through the entire process too, right from the designing process through the installation process, and certainly the after sales process as well. Let's talk about some of the kitchen design trends and colors these days, Corey. What are folks going after in terms of colors and styles?
Yeah, we're seeing actually a big. It used to be blue. Blue was kind of that in color, and now it's actually changed to green. We're seeing more muted earth tones. And couple that with what we spoke about earlier was the wood coming back in. So it is a mix of that. We're seeing integrated handles, no handles for super modern. Yeah, it's really depends your style. But we're definitely seeing more and more shift towards those earth tones and the kind of the pastels in the color palettes.
What are some of the more common problems encountered when designing or installing new kitchen cabinetry?
Well, I think the biggest surprise that could happen is we can do this amazing design and we plan as best as we can, but sometimes things happen when you open up a wall. You find something, you're like, oh no, I didn't know that was there. And so sometimes you have to pivot, and we have to pivot fast. We have template dates that we need to hit, and certain things so that to not drag out the project for the customer. So I think customers just have to come in and have that sense of, you know what, it is a project. Surprises do happen, but we are there to assist and support in any way we can. We can provide suggestions, but if it's something electrical or plumbing, we're not that expert. Those are other trades. So sometimes we have to pivot, and it's just making sure that customers do expect that, hey, stuff can happen. It is a renovation, so just plan accordingly and just and know that we're going to be there to help you and make any modifications we need to assist getting this done for you in a timely manner.
Now, that's assuming something, as you say, that's maybe a pipe or whatever behind the wall. But what happens if a customer wants to make last minute changes to an already agreed to design? I would think that is probably difficult or perhaps can't be done. What do you think? What are your thoughts there?
You're not the first person to ask that. So no, it's something that we have done. Usually there's a fee because most of the time, if you are making a design change, it affects the doors. So we've already probably ordered, we've sent our POs to our suppliers. So if you're asking us they've already maybe shipped those doors to us, we can't make the change at that time. We could definitely change and modify it prior to it going to site, but we'll probably have to charge for a new door or whatnot. If it's something that's in the factory, I've had times where people woke up in the middle of the night and they've had a panic attack because they're like, I don't want that color anymore. I want to switch it to this color. We've done it. So again, it's something we can do. I don't want to do it all the time, but it is something that I think we have the ability, because we are also the manufacturer, that we can adjust on the fly, but it's not something that we do every day. And most of the time there is a fee that's involved in that.
Absolutely. And of course, the bottom line, if you have a question on something like that, get on the phone right away and call Laurysen and talk to one of your professionals, and they can advise you accordingly.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. We're just talking about the after. So if something does, we were talking about how there's a surprise in the kitchen.
Yep.
You know what? There's other stuff that could happen on site. I've had other trades scratch a door, or you know what? Something happened where delivery, there's a nick on the door. So no, what we we do is we have our service manager. He will follow in after the home, after the kitchen's been installed, and we do a full once over of the kitchen with the customer and our service manager, and we create an itemized list of anything that needs to be serviced, tweaked, modified, and we have this agreed upon list. We go back and we order any necessary parts. If we have to bring a door back for a little touch up, we can do that. So yeah, we are right there for you every step of the way, from the time you walk into our front door, by the time you have your first dinner in your kitchen. So it is full service when it comes to Laurysen.
Corey Laurysen is our guest this hour, and he's the Vice President Sales and Service with Laurysen Kitchens. And we're talking about how your next kitchen will sizzle. I love it. Always a great place to start. Of course, the Laurysen website. Be sure to visit LaurysenKitchens.com and the Laurysen showroom at 2415 Carp Road in Stittsville. Now, coming up, we're going to dig into Laurysen's list of exceptional partners, all helping to deliver the very best kitchen or bath reno for you. Experts on call on News Talk 580 CFRI. Back in a moment.
Ask questions.
Get answers.
This is Experts on Call
On News Talk 580 CFRA.
Ask questions.
Get answers.
This is Experts on Call
On News Talk 580 CFRA.
Experts on Call continues on News Talk 580 CFRA with our guest Corey Laurysen, VP of Sales and the Service with Laurysen Kitchens. And a reminder that the website is LaurysenKitchens.com. A great list of partners. That's what it takes to put a great product together. Let's talk about your partners.
We have amazing, amazing suppliers. We really try to stay local, Canadian made. The only thing really on our box that is from overseas is actually our hardware. So our Bloom hinges are made in Austria, as well as our grass drawer slides, which are also made in Austria. Both of those are the industry pinnacle of hardware and availability. So it is very, very durable. Both come with lifetime warranties. So if you have a hinge that maybe the soft close goes on it after 20 years, come on in. We will replace the hinge at no cost to you. If it's a drawer slide, maybe one of the soft close mechanisms breaks on your drawer slide, feel free to come in. It's all replaced at no charge to the customer. And some of these have over 1 million tested open and closes. So it's very, very high end stuff. A lot of our board suppliers, a lot of our mills are from Ontario and Quebec. It's just, we really try to support local, stay Canadian. And we just have some amazing, amazing suppliers that have some really, really cool products for the end user.
Corey, let's talk about competitive pricing. Is a Laurysen kitchen expensive?
No, I honestly, I think people are blown away by how competitive our pricing is. I think there's a perception that Laurysen is a very high quality product, which I believe it truly is. And people think a hefty price tag comes with that. But I think with our extensive product offering, we have a range to meet any budget.
All right. Now, let's take a look at Laurysen's environmental best practices over the design and manufacture process.
Yeah, it's a great point. We obviously really try to source local or near our radius. So a lot of the mills that we get are really close by for a lot of our board product. And then another cool thing that people may not know is that we are moving towards 100% water-based finishing, which is kind of a little ahead of its time for Canada, but it is something that we know is very important to us, our employees, as well as the end user. So essentially, it's a water-based product that we're spraying on your cabinets, not the oil-based solvents that you see from years past, maybe 5, 10, 15 years ago. So there is a shift to that. By the time we move to our new Carleton Place manufacturing, we will be 100% water-based. Currently, we're about 95%. So that is something we are very excited for, and you don't get that off-gassing smell when the cabinets are being delivered. So not only is it safer for the end user, it's also safer for our employees when they're applying the product.
That's great. Now, we talked about warranties earlier, but for those just joining our conversation, let's touch on that once again. Very important and good information too. Your warranties.
So yeah, we have a 10-year limited warranty on materials and workmanship. We have a 2-year warranty on our installation, a 5-year warranty on our stains, and a 1-year warranty on our painted MDF product. There's one thing we do not warranty, and that is painted wood doors. And the reason for that is kind of a little education for the customer, is that we do live in Canada. So when you do paint a wood door, we go through 4 distinct seasons. So there is crazy expansion and contraction that happens in wood doors. So when you paint a wood door, you'll actually see the paint break where the style and the rail meet of the door. So it is something that customers should be aware of. If you do want a painted wood door, we will paint it. But essentially, the kitchen's not going to last as long as if you were painting like an MDF solid panel door.
Now, we talked about many things. We haven't talked about closets yet. We have a couple of minutes left. Corey, let's touch on closets by Laurysen.
Yeah, closets was obviously everyone has the notion of the California closet. So this is our version of that. It's a hang rail system. So basically it hangs off the floor on a rail. The closets are an amazing add-on, and I think people are blown away by the price. They don't expect it to be as low as it is when they're looking at a competitor. So I think it's something that if you are open for it, if we're already in your home, have us look at your closet. It is something that people kind of neglect, and they're blown away by the organization options available for their closet and the added quantity that they can actually store in this closet. So sometimes a customer has the single rail that goes around, and they've been living like that for years. Whereas, well, you come in with a closet by Laurysen, now you can almost do 2 rows of rails. So you're almost doubling sometimes the capacity that your closet can hold. It just makes it easier finding stuff. The benefits are unbelievable, and it is something that customers should truly look at when looking at their home and where they could really upsell and really showcase their home in another way as well.
Now, are there opportunities to see some sample closets in the showroom?
Yes, there are. Yeah. Both in our new Colonnade Design Experience Center, there will be closet displays there, internal, so behind door closets, as well as a standing wardrobe unit. So a lot of different ways we can do closets for customers. So yes, all will be shown there, and there is a small closet vignette at our Carp Road location as well.
Corey, we just have a couple of minutes before we wrap up the hour. Let's take a quick look once again at your Carleton Place facility coming up real soon.
Looking like we're going to be opening at the end of this year to early next year on the Carleton Place facility. There's going to be a small showroom. Attached to that is going to be our 100,000 square foot new manufacturing facility. So we have just filled it up with the state-of-the-art equipment, all new equipment, finishing equipment as well. So I don't think there's going to be a kitchen company like it in Ottawa or Eastern Ontario or even Ontario once it's all said and done. So it's very, very exciting for us. The town of Carleton Place is super excited for us opening our doors there. They've been more than welcoming and very accommodating, and they just want to get us there.
Also coming soon, Corey, that brand new showroom on Colonnade Road. Let's talk about that.
For most of our Ottawa clients that didn't really want to go out to Carleton Place to drive there to see a showroom, we decided to open up a design experience center, Centertown, Ottawa, located on Colonnade Road. This is going to be top-notch showroom location. I believe it's going to be showcasing 14, 15 kitchens, one being a functional kitchen. So we can do cooking demonstrations and really people get to touch and feel and interact with our cabinetry. this place is going to have it all. So it's going to be an awesome experience for the customer from the first minute they walk in our front door.
Corey Laurysen, looking forward to staying in touch regarding your move to Carleton Place and the new Colonnade showroom. Thanks again, Corey. Great hour.
Thanks so much for having me, Dave. This was awesome. Corey
Laurysen is the VP Sales and Service at Laurysen Kitchens. Visit the website anytime, LaurysenKitchens.com. Dave Watts here. Have a great afternoon. News is next on News Talk 580 CFRA.
The preceding program has been a paid presentation on News Talk 580 CFRA.